Hello everyone, myself Ruchi Rathore and welcome all of you in my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss with you a very important question which was asked in CSIR December 2014 of the variational method. Okay, so I hope now variational method it is very easy to you to solve the numerical of this topic because already I have made the videos on this topic, and in my previous videos I have explained you what the rules that you have to follow while solving the variational method numerical. But if you have not aware with the rules that you have to use to solve the variational method, so please watch my previous videos so that you will get confidence to solve the variational method numerical. And after solving this numerical, if you get any doubt in between this numerical, you can ask your doubts regarding this question or regarding any question of variational method in the comment section box. Clear? So I will clear your doubt. Okay, so let's start with this question. Here the question is, ground state energy of the attractive delta function potential, that is V of x is minus B delta of x, where B is greater than 0. Calculate with variational trial function which is given to us, that is psi of x. It will be of these two values for the certain condition. Okay, so basically in this what we have to calculate is we have to calculate the ground state energy. For this we have given a trial wave function and also we have given a potential. So with the help of this given, that is with the help of these requirements, we have to calculate the ground state energy. And in this we have given 4 options. So after solving this numerical, we have to see which one of these, of all the 4 options, which one is correct. This we have to calculate. Okay, so first what we will do, we'll write the given. Okay, so first we'll write what is given to us. So see here, in this question we have given a potential value which is given to us minus B delta of x, and also we have given a, that is this, a trial wave function which is given to us. Clear? So our first step is what? Our first step is to take the Hamiltonian equation. Okay, as you can see in the question, Hamiltonian equation which is not given to us, so we have to take. Okay, so just remember this Hamiltonian equation because already in my previous lectures I have talked about this Hamiltonian. So you have to remember this equation, that is if it is not given in question, so you have to write this. Okay, so the value of Hamiltonian equation of Hamiltonian is this, minus h cross square upon 2m d square upon dx square plus v of x. Clear? So now v of x which is given in question is what? See, in question v of x which is given as minus b delta of x. So what I'm going to do is I will substitute this here. So we will get this equation. Clear? Here as we have minus sign, so minus plus it will becomes minus. So we will get this Hamiltonian equation. So this we will use to solve the further numerical. Clear? And then here we have given this psi function. So we will write, okay, it is already given in question. So our first step is what? To calculate this constant, that is a we have to calculate, which is unknown to us, so we have to calculate this. So this we can calculate by using the normalization condition. So normalization condition is what? Integration of minus infinity to plus infinity psi star of psi star into psi dx, which is equals to 1. As you can see here, we don't have any complex variable, so we'll write this as it is here at the both. That means we'll write this as 2 times here. So after writing this, you will find that this we will get. Clear? See this. So here instead of psi star will get this, and instead of psi will get this. Okay, you can see here also. See, that is this is the value of psi. So here we have substituted, that is this value. Okay, so here we have substituted and equals to 1 I have written as it is. Now you can see that when we take a star, a outside will get a square here. Okay, and inside we will get cos pi x by 2a. Here also we have cos pi x by 2a. So if we multiply this, we will get cos square pi x by 2a dx, which is equals to this one I will write as it is. Now to solve further, what we will do is we can use the formula of cos square x. Okay, so consider this as a x. So we know that cos square x formula is half of 1 plus cos 2x. Clear? Here instead of x we will put pi x by 2a. Okay, so what we will get is a square we will write as it is. This half, instead of cos square we are writing cos square of pi x by 2a, we can use this formula. So here we'll get half. Okay, so half I am taking outside. Then integration is minus a to plus a, which is given in question, and then what we will get 1 plus cos 2x. So 1 plus cos 2, what is the x? Pi x by 2a. So we'll write this, and dx equals to 1 I will write as it is. I hope this is clear to you. And minus a to plus a, in this integration limit which is given already in our question, so we'll take that limit. Now we'll solve further this, that is this integration will solve. So first what I'm going to do, I will separate this into two parts. So first part I can write integration of dx, because 1 dx minus into 2 plus infinity. Second I can write cos pi x by a. Okay, because you can see here on the numerator and denominator we have 2, so it will be cancel each other. Okay, so we'll get pi x by a. So this will get after separating these terms into two parts. Okay, equals to 1 as it is. Now when we solve the integration of this, we'll get this x only, the limit is minus a to plus a. This a square by 2 I will write as it is here. When we do the integration of this, what I will get is a by pi outside, because in divide we are getting a pi by a. So if we write in multiplication, we can write this with a by pi. Okay, if you don't know how to do the derivative, you can comment in the comment section box. I will make video on the how to get the derivatives. Okay, because now it is a MSc topic, so I hope all of you know how to find the derivative. So I'm going directly with this step. Okay, but if you'll get any doubt regarding this, you can ask me. I will solve that problem. And the cos pi x upon a, when we find the integration of this, we will get a upon pi sin pi x by a. Okay, the limit is this, which is equals to 1. So basically this step we have got from this. Okay, that means if we find the integration of this and the second term, we'll get this term. Clear? So now see here, after doing this integration part, now we will put the limit inside, that is this limit we will put inside. Okay, this limit a minus a to plus a, this we will put inside. So after putting inside, what we will get here we will get plus a and minus of minus a, so it will become a plus a. Clear? And here a by pi, and when we put this and when we solve this bracket, we'll get 0. Okay, when you solve this by putting the plus a and minus a inside of this, you will get the answer as 0, that is this term becomes 0. You substitute this and find out. Okay, if you get any doubts regarding this, you can ask me in the comment section box. So when you substitute the values and when you substitute the value of sin pi, you will get the answer 0 in both the term. Okay, so that is this term only, this term will be 0, and this you will get a plus a, that is 2a, which is equals to 1. So basically this we will get. Clear? So now it is simple, just solve this. Here 2 it get cancelled. Here we'll get a square a, which is equals to 1. So a square I can write a by a, and a I can write root over of 1 by a. So this we will get a square value, we have got this, and from this we can get the value of a. That is our first step is done. The first step that you have to do is, if in question trial wave function is not given, you have to assume the trial wave function. Okay, and you have to find the normalization condition if it is unknown to you. That means you have to find the value of constant by using the normalization condition if the constant is unknown to you. If it is given, no need to find out. Okay, directly you can proceed for the next step. Now we have done with this unknown value of a. So now what we have to do, we start with our second step. Our second step is what? To find the expectation value of x. This we have to find to get the ground state energy. So now we will use the formula of expectation value of s, that is this we will use. Clear? Because already normalization condition we have done. So now what we have to do is, see, this h value, this I can write first in the bracket brackets, we will write this as it is, and then h value we will substitute here. Okay, the Hamiltonian equation, this we have got. Okay, so this first we will substitute here as it is. See, I have substituted this h value here as it is. Now we can separate into two parts. So here minus h cross upon 2m is constant, I can take outside, then inside we'll get only this term. Here minus b is constant, I can take outside, and this term inside we will get. Clear? So now what I'm going to do is, this is we have done, that is we have separated the two terms. Okay, now what we have to do is, separately we can find these values. Okay, together also we can find, but if we do the separately it will be easy for us. Okay, so first we'll find the first term, then we find the second term, then after finding these two terms we will substitute the values here. Clear? So here first we'll find the first term. So first term we have d square upon dx square and psi in the bracket bracket. Clear? So this I can write in terms of integration. So if we write in terms of integration, so we can limit, we know that it is minus a to plus a. So here psi star, instead of psi star we'll get a star cos pi x by 2a, and then d square upon dx square as it is psi of x, as already I have told, now it is given to us. So just psi of x value we will substitute. Here psi of x we will substitute. Now a star into a will get a square outside, limit we will write as it is. Now this term I will write as it is here, and here we have to do the double derivative of this cos pi x by 2a, then we can multiply and find out our answer. Clear? So first what I am going to do is, first I find the first derivative, then I can take the second derivative. So if we find the derivative of this, what I will get is pi by 2a outside, and then cos of, consider this as x. So cos x, it will give us minus of sin x. Here x, that is pi x by 2a. So this we will get. Now we have to do the again derivative to get the answer. Okay. So this pi by 2a I can take outside as it is. Here I have taken, and a square as it is, minus also I have taken outside. And this cos pi x by 2a I have taken as it is here. Then if we do the derivative of this, what I will get is, consider this as x, so sin x derivative is what? It is a cos x only, plus cos x. So we'll get this term. Okay, and into outside we will get pi by 2a. If we do the derivative of this term, we will get this. Clear? Now you know how to find the derivative. So I'm not going to explain in details about the derivative. Okay. So after doing this derivative, we have got this term. Clear? So now what I can do is, I can take this outside, see, this I can take outside, so it will be multiplied with this. So here we'll get pi square upon 4a square, and when we multiply this, we will get cos square pi x by 2a dx. Okay, so that is this we will get. See here, after taking the term out, constant term outside, and doing the multiplication, we'll get this term. As in the normalization condition, already we have done the derivative of this. Okay, so now I have told you first what you have to do. You have to use the cos square x formula. Okay, that is 1 plus cos 2x and the total upon 2. Okay, or you can write half of 1 plus cos 2x. So if we use the formula, you will get this step. Okay, and the constant term I have written outside here. See, constant term I have written outside. Okay, so when you solve this, already I have explained you earlier how to solve this integration, that is this integration of cos square pi x by 2a. So I'm not going to repeat these things. Okay, so after solving this integration, what we will get is this term. Okay, that is a constant we have taken outside this part, and we will solve the integration, we'll get this, and we know that this second term, it will give us 0 value, and here we will get a, because here we have the limit 0 to a. Now see, what I have done is, here I have chosen the second step to solve. Second step, that means what? This question you can solve in two ways. Okay, earlier I have shown you how to solve this. See here, how to solve this by using the limit minus a to plus a only. But this limit you can convert into also by writing, instead of minus a to plus a, you can convert this integration into 0 to a in the plus limit. Okay, if you want to convert this into plus limit, you can convert. So I have converted here this minus a to plus a into this form. Okay, but if you are not converting, you are using this only, that is this, you will get the same answer, because previously I have explained you how to solve. Either you convert this form, integration form, into this, or directly solve, you will get the same answer, that is this. Okay, so I have converted, but if you don't want, directly you can solve, you will get the same answer. Here I have not explained you every step, because already I have explained earlier in normalization condition how to solve the integration of cos square x. Okay, so first we have got, that is this. Okay, now the second will do. The second is what? That is delta of x in bracket, that is this. So this I can write in integration form like this, psi star of delta of x psi dx. So instead of psi star, if we substitute the value, so here we will get this psi star delta x and psi of x. Clear? So a and a star, it will give us a square. We can take outside. Clear? Then limit I will write as it is. Then delta of x I will write as it is. And the cos square pi x by 2a, cos square pi x by 2a, when we do the multiplication of this, we'll get cos square x. Clear? So now we know that due to direct delta function, the integration of delta x cos square pi x by 2a, okay, it will give us 1. Okay, due to direct delta function. Okay, so this whole term, what I am getting is 1. That means the answer of this, we are getting a square of 1. So this we have got our answer. So what I am going to do is, I will substitute a square value here. Okay, so now what we will do, we will substitute. I have given this as the equation number 5, and the first term answer that we have got, I have given that as a equation number 4. So we'll substitute equation number 5 and equation number 4 in the equation number 3. So here we'll substitute this term value, okay, and here we will substitute this term value. So after substituting, what we are getting is this. See, after substituting, we are getting this answer. First term value we have substituted here, and so second term we have substituted here. Okay, a square value that we have got there is a by b. Clear? So here we have b, so we will get b by a. And here h cross upon 2m we will write as it is. Okay, then minus pi square upon 4a square. When we multiply this, what we will get? Minus minus, it will give us plus here. Okay, then h cross square as it is, pi square as it is. Here 2 into 4, it will give us 8, and then ma square. So we will get this expectation value of h. But again, it is not the complete one. We have to find the variable parameter, that is variational parameter, to get the final answer. First we will find the variational parameter, then we will substitute here to get our final answer. Clear? So to get the variational parameter, what we have to do is, it is very simple. Now step number 4. What we have to do is, we have to do the derivative of expectation value of h, that is the value that we have got it, and we will put this as a equal to 0. So this we have to remember to get the variational parameter value or the variable parameter value. So the first term, that is this term, now we will separate this. Okay, we have to take the derivative of this, no, which is equals to 0, that we have put it. So first we'll do the d by dt of this, then we do the d by dt of this. Okay, separately we can do this. So here I have written separately. See, this I have written. Clear? So now here I can take outside the term first, that is h cross square pi square upon 8m, that is this, it is outside. Okay, then derivative of a square we have to find, 1 upon a square. So 1 upon a square I can write as a raised to minus 2. Okay, now b I can take outside. Okay, so derivative of a we have to find out. Okay, derivative of a with respect to a, that we have to find out. Clear? That is a raised to minus a, which is equals to 0. This we have to find out. Now what we can do is, see here, once we find the derivative of this, we will get minus 2 into a raised to minus 3, and when we do the derivative of a inverse, we will get minus of a raised to minus 2. Okay, so here see, this I will write as it is. This I can write minus 2 upon a cube, a raised to minus 3. If we take on upon, we'll get a raised to cube. Okay. Then minus, okay, here also we have minus sign. So minus minus will become plus sign. So here we can write 1 upon a square. Okay, here b which is in multiplication, so we can write b upon a square, which is equals to 0. So this we will get. Clear? So now here you can see, if we divide 2 and 8 by 2, what we will get here? 4. Okay, so here we will get h cross square pi square upon 4m cube, and here as we have minus sign, so we can write minus sign as it is plus this term as it is, which is equals to 0. So now if we solve this, that is, okay, here minus sign I can take on the right hand side. Okay, so what we will get, you can write like this also. Okay, so we'll get this term. So when we solve this, we have to solve this to get the value of a square. So we can do the cross multiplication. So here when we do the cross multiplication, we'll get this answer. So here we have a square, here we have a cube. So it will be cancel each other. Here we'll get only a, that is this term we get. Clear? So a, what we will get the value of a is h cross square pi square upon 4a mb. It will go here. So we will get this. So this is the value of variational parameter that we have got. Now what we have to do is we have to substitute this value of variable parameter into the expectation value of L, that is equation number 6, to get our answer. So now last step that we will do is, see, here first I have written the expectation value of H equation as it is, that is equation number A. Now we will substitute the value of A. Okay, so here we have a square upon a square, no, that we have, see here. Here the a value that we have got, h cross square pi square upon 4mb. Okay, that is h cross square pi square upon 4mb. This value of a we have got. Clear? So here we have 1 upon a, that means we can write 4mb divided by h cross square upon pi square, but already square is there, na? So we'll do the square of this. Okay, that is after doing square we'll get this. Clear? Now here minus b upon a we have, na? So this I can write 4mb divided by h cross square upon pi square. Clear? So when we solve this, see here some terms we can cancel, that is we can divide 6 by 8, so here we'll get 2. Okay, this h cross square I can cancel with this h cross to 4, so here we will get h cross raised to 2. Clear? Then here pi square I can cancel with this, that is we will get pi square. Okay, here m, it can cancel to m square, so here we'll get m only. So basically what we are getting, 2mb square, okay, on the numerator. Then denominator we are getting h cross square upon pi square, that is this I am getting. Okay, then here this step I have written as it is. Then here minus b of, see here we have 4mb upon h cross square pi square, so bb, it will be b square. So this I will get as it is here. Okay, so now we'll take common term outside. So we can take 2, here you can say 2mb square, h cross square pi square is common in both the terms, so we can take outside. So here we'll get 1 minus, here 4 is there, na? So 1 minus 2. So when we solve 1 minus 2, we'll get minus 1. So after solving this, we'll get this term with the minus sign, that is minus 2mv square upon h cross square pi square. And you know that expectation of Hamiltonian, which is equal to the total energy. So this, that is derivation of Hamiltonian we have done to get the minimum value of this energy, that is to minimize the value of expectation of the H. Clear? So we have got the minimized value of E, that is ground state energy that we have got is this. So that is option number B is correct. See here in the option, here we have got what, minus 2b square upon h cross square pi square. Okay, so that means in the answer if you see, that is this. So here the option is that we have got is this. So B option is correct, minus 2mb square pi square h cross square. I hope you have understood this question very carefully. Once I'm going to repeat the steps that you have to follow. First step, consider, that may assume the trial wave function if it is not given to you. If it is given to you, take that trial wave function value. Then find, in first step you have to do, then find out the constant A, but if it is given to you the value of A, don't find it. Okay, if it is not given, find out this value by using the normalization condition. Then what you have to do in the second step is you have to use the Hamiltonian formula, expectation value of Hamiltonian formula. Okay, then in that you have to find the equation of expectation value of Hamiltonian. But in step 2 you will not get the complete one. Okay, so that means in the third step you have to find the variable parameter value. So for that, what you will do is do the derivative of expectation value of h by putting that equals to 0. You will get the variational parameter value, and after getting substitute in the previous equation, that is in the Hamiltonian expectation value of Hamiltonian. Okay, after substituting, solve further, you will get your final answer. We are doing the derivative of expectation value of h to minimize the expectation value of Hamiltonian. Okay, so after doing this, you will get easily your answer. So just practice this. Okay, you will find confident to solve this variational method numerical because it is very simple to solve. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. So if you have understood this numerical, how to solve the variational method numerical, please like my video, share videos, and subscribe my channel. Okay, because this will excite me to make more videos on the physics topic. Okay, so thank you.